What is good, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Chad bringing y'all another video, man. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the recent Southwest Airlines cancellations. They've had over 3,000 cancellations at this point from this weekend. And I'm reading a CNBC article. I'm not going to read too much just because I'm going to just give y'all the real about the situation. You feel me? It's not exactly what you think. So, Southwest Airlines, some key points here from the article. I'm just going to read only the key points. It says that Southwest apologized to customers for the chaos that has disrupted travel since Saturday. The airline said bad weather and air traffic control issues initiated the problems that were worsened by its own staffing shortfall. Southwest has struggled with insufficient staffing over the summer to meet a packed schedule. Now, as you all know, right, Southwest Airlines, it's crazy because they canceled most flights out of Florida, right? And so a lot of people, it even made the news last night. I saw the news last night. I've seen YouTube, all that sort of thing. And of course, the mainstream media is saying, oh, Southwest canceled thousands of flights and people are being interviewed and they're like, oh, what's going on? I'm supposed to be here with my family for, the holiday, yada, yada, yada. And so Southwest says, oh, we canceled due to bad weather and air traffic control issues. But what's crazy about that is like, okay, Southwest, if that is true, why didn't no other airlines cancel their flights from the same area? The weather is that bad that only Southwest can cancel? And everyone else is just taking the bad weather like, oh, it's whatever. We're going to still fly anyway. Even Spirit flew? All right, so that's the first way you can catch them in their lie. Next, the reason that this whole issue is happening in the first place is because of Southwest Airlines vaccine mandates that are saying all their employees or all pilots, air traffic control need to be vaccinated by December 8th. Now, as you all know, it's October. A lot of places have been mandating vaccines. A lot of people have been caving in, getting the vaccines, whether they want them or not, because they're fearing for, their livelihood. They're fearing for not being able to take care of their family, which is, a part of their livelihood and things like that. But air traffic control, as I've been doing research on this actual issue, air traffic control, I think in the US, they said it's about maybe 6,000 or so. And that day that they started having these flight cancellations, like a group of 600 air traffic control people were the ones who kind of started this whole, well, if we have to be vaccinated, we're just going to do a walkout. You feel me? So we're just going to call in sick, say that we're not coming to basically, protest this kind of tyranny or authoritarian style of do what we ask you to do or else you're gone. You feel me? And they ended up turning that into sending out tweets, having other pilots get in on it, other air traffic control, and it's resulted in a ton of pilots and air traffic control employees not showing up to work, basically walking out in terms, you know what I'm saying? All due to the vaccine mandate. So, like I said, it all happened due to the vaccine mandate. The mainstream media and Southwest Airlines are saying this is because of bad weather and air traffic control issues. And from the key points I read, they said that the problem has worsened by its own staffing shortfall. Now, they've also said that they've had this staffing shortfall since the summer to meet a packed schedule. Now, you have to think about it. Those employees who knew that the vaccine mandates were coming, right? They don't work there anymore. You feel me? They're like, okay, this is coming. I'm not going to be, pressured into doing something I don't want to with my body. So I'm just going to leave. Excuse me. So the pilots and air traffic controllers that are there are being worked overtime to cover for the people who, are not there anymore. Now, being a pilot and being an air traffic control person, you can't just fire them and say, got a new one coming in, because I personally don't know any pilots. I know one of my homies from high school who talked about being a pilot since middle school, and he's now a pilot. air traffic control people, I don't know a single one. So firing them, you're not going to just overnight be able to just find new pilots in air traffic control, you feel me? And that's why you have this mass cancellation, this mass hysteria, this mass confusion when it comes to all these flights being canceled. Because if all the pilots just wake up one day and just walk out and air traffic control like they're doing for Southwest in particular, where are you going to find these extra people, you feel me? So they have that whole little staffing shortage. The people have walked out, and to me, I'm honestly very proud of the employees of Southwest, you feel me? Because it's like they're taking a stand for this tyranny and authoritarian style power move, you feel me? And what I'm most upset about is how the mainstream media in Southwest are trying to twist the narrative, twist the agenda, and say, no, this is just due to bad weather that, like I said, only affected Southwest Airlines for some reason in Florida. This is due to air traffic control issues, which air traffic control made this an issue due to these mandates, you feel me? And so they're pushing this whole just bad weather basically on the news and things like that. And if you're a normal person who can't discern, like I've been saying, I put up my discernment video. If you're a normal person who can't discern, you're someone who, you know, may not know what's going on, you would believe, okay, yeah, bad weather, cancel flights during the holiday, until you see that other airlines did not cancel their flights due to bad weather. So it's like, I'm not living under a rock. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. You feel me? And so I think what the media is trying to do here is they're like, okay, we have to we have to report the news, but of course we have to lie about it and spin our own viewpoint. So we can't tell everybody through the news, oh, that 3,000, 2,000 flights were canceled due to air traffic control and pilots walking out due to vaccine mandates that are going to be implemented strongly December 8th, where they can lose their jobs. They can't say that, because if I was someone who was in the circumstance of my job is saying by December or by November, I need to be vaccinated to be able to stay here, right? And I look on the news and it says Southwest Airlines employees walk out, protest vaccine mandate, and that's why you have mass cancellations. It would give me the power to say, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too. I'm gonna round up all my fellow workers or fellow friends who are also employees of ABC company, and we're going to stage a walkout of protest. And then Southwest Airlines protest and this mass cancellation will lead to other airlines mass cancellation, then lead to other jobs, like different jobs that just are requiring this type of vaccine. But they can't have that breaking the narrative or the agenda that they already are pushing. So they have to say, due to bad weather that, like I said, only affected Southwest Airlines. But this to me is like the narrative and the conformity and the I'm just going to roll over and take the authoritarian style rule is slowly but surely coming to an end, because this whole COVID and lockdowns and mandates and passports, and we tried to slow the curve. Oh, this summer, if you've been vaccinated, we'll go back to normal. Then, oh no, we got to go back to what we were doing in the beginning of the pandemic. It's like people are sick of that, and they don't want to hear that anymore. Not only do they not want to hear that, they don't want to hear, if you don't do what we say with your body by this date, then you're out of a job. You feel me? And it's gotten to the point where, like I said, people are sick of it. And I'm glad that a big industry that affects other people are doing this, because it's one thing for a couple Target employees to be like, no, we're not taking the vaccine mandate, because you can always just hire a new Target employee, throw them right into the Target, and everything continues as normal. And it may or may not break the news. You feel me? They may just say, oh, Target employees protested mandates. Okay. But when you have pilots and air traffic control, where if the pilot's not there, it's not like the flight attendant can say, oh, give me a chance. I've been taking flight classes all my life. No, they can't just do that. You can't just up and just hire new pilots. You can't just up and just hire hundreds of new pilots, hundreds of new air traffic control. You literally can't do without these pilots. And when you're without the pilots and without the air traffic control, it affects the everyday average worker trying to catch the flight. You feel me? So it's just like a trickle down effect. It's no pilot, no flight, people not being able to fly. Pretty soon you're gonna have the people upset, like, yo, my flights were canceled. This is very important to me. Why was it canceled? The weather was not bad. What's the reason that's happening? Oh, this was happening because the pilots and the air traffic control were protesting the vax mandates that are coming December 8th. Okay, I see what's going on here. They're actually working against, the system and the narrative. But yeah, man, I just thought this story was, kind of fascinating to see that people are rising up. And I'm glad it's in industries that are big enough to actually make an impact on everyday life. Because the news can't not report this. Southwest Airlines can't not address this. You know what I'm saying? And their little bad weather or whatever they're talking about, that's not going to really stand either. So they'll have to actually address everything that's going on pretty soon. You feel me? And December 8th is still here. And if that mandate, I guess, is still here by December 8th, they should be expecting this a lot more. And even different airlines should start doing this. Like, I won't be surprised if United starts, maybe Delta, if they have any mandates. I'm not sure, but this isn't the first that we're going to see of this, and it definitely isn't the last. You feel me? But leave your comments down below if you all have any. And as always, man, it's been your boy Chad, and I'm out. Peace.